Hi everyone, my name is Sreshtha Tewari. I am a woman and leadership coach and a wholeness certified strategist. I help successful women achieve their dreams, their goals, avoid overwhelm, and just manage their minds, ensuring they live an integrated life. My clients include business owners and seasoned professionals. Welcome to my podcast. Today we are talking about reframing grief and recognizing it as love. So when we think of grief, we think of immense sadness, immense pain, almost excruciating pain, not caused by a physical means, but a result of emotions within us. When someone passes, what happens is all of the love that we had for that person comes to the front or to the surface of our body. And it is now faced with a dilemma. Where do I go? This person is no longer in physical form, so I can't express my love in the usual ways. I can't have a drink with the person. I can't give the person a hug or a kiss. I can't share an experience with them. What happens to the love? Is it that the love is dead? Now, if you follow physics, one of the principles or laws in physics is energy cannot be created or destroyed. It changes from one form to another. This is a law from Albert Einstein, a law in physics. So if we think of this love as energy within our body, we would have lived or shared experiences with this person. And every time you noticed them and you liked something about them, just picture it as storing in your body like a little file. Every time they did something you liked, every time you had an experience that was magnificent and awesome, you store that love. We as humans don't go around every minute saying, wow, you think like that? Oh my gosh, I love you for that. Or I love that you took me for drinks. Or I love that we share this meal. And even when you say it like that, you can't get a box or get some gesture to say, wow, this is how much I love you. Our love surpasses any material thing that you can give to someone. When a loved one passes, what happens is all the love we had stored in our body for that person comes up, and you become aware of it and you recognize it for what it is. It is pure love, and it is so much because you are a human being capable of immense love that you can't process this love mentally, and you feel it so much. And on top of that, there is nowhere for it to go because energy cannot be created or destroyed. So it's almost as though it is wherever you feel it, in your heart, in your gut, in your chest. It is almost as though all the love you ever felt for this person comes up and is like, oh my gosh, where do I go? What do I do? And part of processing what happens when someone dies is crying. But we grow up being told that crying is shameful. We don't cry. We grow up being told we mustn't do things to make other people uncomfortable. So even in crying, we feel so bad that we have to process like this because we are made to believe that it is shameful. And even in a situation like grief, we are also made to believe that you should only cry so much and then be strong and move on. All of these things prevent us, all of these situations and contexts prevent us from actually processing the amount of love we have for this person. And when we don't process it, we associate that passing with sadness because we focus on the fact that we have no place to put this love because the person is no longer in physical form. They no longer have a body. So you can't hug them or squeeze them or do anything like that. However, whatever religion you are, in most religions, I don't want to say all because I don't know all religions in the world, but in most of them, after life there is a belief that something happens. Whether you believe the person went to heaven, whether you believe the person is with Allah, whether you believe the person is with Sri Krishna, you believe something happened. However, you recognize that would be different amongst the religions. However, there is a belief that something somewhere exists, and they're now in a place that you can't see them, but we trust that they are with a supreme being. In that belief, it would mean that the person still exists somewhere, but not in the physical body. And logically, it would mean that we still have the power to communicate with them through prayer, through thoughts. Khalil Gibran, in his poem on death, said, "Trust the dreams, for in them is hidden the gate to eternity." So if you trust that you may see them again, not in physical form, but they may visit you in a dream, or maybe through prayer you have a conversation, just as you have a conversation with God, your supreme being. It gives you an outlet and a way to express the love that you have. So when you think of the person, if you are able to honor, to recognize these feelings that come up as really all the love you have for these feelings, and it is a lot, it is majestic, it is magnificent, it is huge, so much that it hurts, a bittersweet hurt. But if you honor that as your capacity to love, as your profound relationship with this person, as your alignment with this person, as a way to help carry on the person's legacy in whatever way, whether it just be to share, to have a meal that they liked, or it may be bigger than that. But once you honor that love as that energy you had with that person, and know it is still alive, it still exists, but the way in which you express and communicate that love has changed a little bit, you will now have an avenue in order to process what you are feeling. So instead of when all the feelings come up, you feel lost because there's nowhere for you to channel those feelings. If you sit in prayer and think about the person and just think about what they were like, or have a little silent conversation in your head, or if you just have a thought about the person and honor it as well. This just reminds me of how much love I have for this person. It is so amazing to experience this love, and I am grateful and I am blessed to have experienced that. You would feel your mind and your perception change, and giving yourself an avenue to express this love and trusting in faith that it is reaching the person will help you process what is happening. So when someone passes, I do think it is important to process the grief through crying, because you have lost the person in its physical form. So you have to process not being able to have that sort of relationship with them. And in order to process this, allow whatever feelings you have to flow. If you need to take a day just to cry, a day, 2 days, how much ever, just to cry and to allow yourself to understand and honor the love that you have, that will help you in your process. And when you have cried all that you have cried, know that, wow, all of these tears are testimony to my ability to love, and the love that that person helped me cultivate and recognize. And because of that, I am full with light and love. And after you cry, whatever you feel that you have released, give yourself permission to fill that with beautiful light, whatever color resonates with you, the light from the sun, the light from God, whatever religion you are, whatever resonates with you. Just know that you are filled with that light. When you think of the person, honor the love you had with the person. Smile and remember that this person allowed you to feel so much that you felt alive, that you still can feel alive. If you feel a cool breeze on your hand and you think of the person like the person crosses your mind, honor them, smile and remember them, and you will feel as though you still have a connection to them, because in fact you still do. They are just not in physical form. And know that when someone visits you in your dream, it's a way of connecting with you, and you can always connect to anyone through prayer, through meditation, through whatever feels right for you. Once it feels right in your heart, don't doubt it. Trust yourself and honor it, because that will help you process and give you permission to continue to honor them, not forget them, to continue to honor them, and to also continue along your life path and continue to do the things you are still here to do. I hope that helps. I also do emotional healing sessions. If you are processing grief and more than 6 months have passed and you still have difficulty, I can do a 30-minute session with you to help you process this grief. Please contact me using the information below. This is Sreshtha Tewari for Sreshtha Purposefully Passionate. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all again next week. Bye everyone.